you do a lot of work right now with diversity and inclusion, and it's perfect for your stripe because being the first Indian immigrant and Hindu in the house, you are you are a perfect person to carry the torch on this.
So I think this is really exciting for me when I can honestly say that Mike Shirkey, the head of the Senate Majority Leader, said to me, we were standing there, we are talking about my background and how I'm an engineer. I came to this country in 1988 as a foreign student with 2 suitcases and $250 in my pocket. Eventually, went to grad school, eventually got married and had 2 kids. And my husband and I are both engineers, so we moved to Michigan. And, the auto industry was a draw. I worked at Chrysler and advocated on so many different things and tried to make sure that diversity is a number, right? Diversity is a given, but inclusion means getting a seat at the table and being
Diversity is a
part of.
number, meaning a statistic.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 29.9% foreign born people in Troy. We have, so many different languages spoken in a school district. We have so many different immigrants that have come to Oakland County. We can go on and report all this existing diversity in the state. But inclusion is when those voices, and I think maybe it was Gandhi that said, a democracy is a state where the vulnerable have the same, have a voice as much as the strong, the weak and the also have a voice as much as the
Right.
strong. And
Right.
so, my first bill, protecting the vulnerable. Allie doesn't necessarily have a strong voice. She's a vulnerable adult. Making sure that I speak out, not only for Allie, but all the other vulnerable adults who couldn't advocate, who didn't come out and tell their story of online sexual predators abusing them, right?
Allie is the person you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, my first bill. And so
Yeah.
making sure that we protect the vulnerable, this is our responsibility as a society, a civilized society, that we help those around us. And so, that I think that inclusion is making sure that if, there's diversity, but making sure that those who are diverse are able to voice their opinions and not feel like, oh, if I say something, it's going to be bad.